All right, brother. Mike Angelino Sports, man. All right, let's talk about this Tank Davis versus the quitter. Ryan Garcia. Man, what a letdown. But I already know. I knew what was gonna happen, man. The rehydration clause and the catch weight. Come on, man. Garcia hasn't fought at 135 or close to that in a year and a half, 2 years. So I knew that was going to happen, but people are still pushing that narrative that Tank Davis is a beast. He's a monster. He's a tank. More like the Cookie Monster. I mean, stipulations? Like, why against Ryan? You could beat Ryan, man. You can beat Ryan without stipulations. You have the skills, man. But I guess you're the A side, so in other words, you're the cheat side. Because, he was drained, man. And another thing that kind of bothered me, there was a narrative being pushed by De La Hoya and PBC and Showtime that this was the fight to be the king, the face of boxing. Are you guys seriously kidding me, man? Come on, we all know who the face of boxing is, man. De La Hoya smoking crack. I think he had some white in his nose, man, because whoever wins this fight is the king of boxing. This isn't for any belts. Devin Haney has all the belts. If you really want to talk about kings of the division, the faces of the division, not the face of boxing. Come on, man. You got to boost your resume, get your bags right, transcend movies, commercials. There's only one person that comes to mind. Let me think about it. Yeah, Canelo. Come on, dog. Canelo's a real face of boxing. You guys are tripping. All these podcasts and boxing channels saying Tank Davis is the face of boxing. You got to be kidding me, right? Shit, dude. Come on, dude. So it was that narrative that was being pushed, man. It was being pushed by Showtime and PBC, De La Hoya, all of them. They were pushing that whoever won this fight, Tank versus Garcia, that this was the fight for supremacy and to become the face of boxing. This fight was a joke, man. If Tank Davis was such a beast, the king of boxing, the face of boxing, how come he never fought Loma? He evaded Loma all these years. Never fought Devin Haney. Never fought Tio when Tio was running the division, when Tio had all the belts. He didn't fight Tio. He has no titles at 135 pounds. He campaigns at 135. How can you be the face of boxing, the king? Man, if you guys believe it, you guys are smoking crack, man. This is ridiculous. And they keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And the average Joe that don't really watch boxing, they're like, oh yeah, Tank Davis, it's king of boxing, the face of boxing. Yeah, right, dude. Come on, man. Stop lying. Stop lying, man. The face of boxing went undisputed at 168 pounds, and that's Canelo. He moved up to 175, taking chances, daring to be great. Took a L, came back down, finished business with Triple G, and now he's gonna fight his He's gonna fight in Mexico. It's a fill out fight. Let me see how my hand feels, because he deserves that, man. He's undisputed at 168. Hasn't lost at 168. You know what I mean? So to be the face of boxing, to be the king of boxing, you have to transcend. You have to transcend to different countries. You have to transcend to different races, different cultures, different races. Know who you are, and they respect you, and they tune in when you fight, and that's Canelo. Tank Davis is not worldwide. I'm sorry, he's not worldwide. He's local. You know what I mean? So when I see Tank Davis appearing in movies, Canelo. When you see Tank Davis in Super Bowl commercials, let me think about it. Canelo does that. Endorsements, Canelo. You know, and the biggest bags in the sport. When he's getting the biggest bags in the sport right now. He could be the face of boxing, but it's Canelo. He makes 30 million, 40 million per fight. You know what I mean? The biggest purses in boxing, man. Tank Davis for this fight got 5 million versus Ryan Garcia. That's cool. I mean, that's good, but it ain't the face of boxing type bags. You know what I mean? So you can't compare, man. You can't compare. Canelo is the face of boxing, the pound for pound, the cash cow, the numero uno. Canelo. I'm sorry, man. And then every time I hear Andre Ward, he can't keep Canelo's name out of his mouth, man. And now Andre Ward's gonna drop a documentary on Showtime, and guess what? He can't keep Canelo's name out of his mouth, man. Because he knows that just like his fights, his documentary is only going to be watched in the Bay. Sorry, man. You just don't have the it factor. You're not that guy, man. Sorry, you're a Hall of Famer. I mean, I guess. I mean, you're not. Oh, man. You're not that guy, man. Never cleaned the division. Never dared to be great. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Retired in his prime. It's like, stop hating Canelo, man. Stop hating on him. Just because you didn't get the bags like him. Just because you don't have the fame like him. Just because you didn't transcend like him. Hey, man, either you have it or you don't, man. And Canelo has the it factor. He transcends. Tank Davis doesn't transcend, man. Andre Ward, sorry, he didn't transcend, man. Your style was boring, man. So, I'm just keeping it real, man. Keeping it raw. Like sushi, right? So, yeah, man. So, I'm going to tell you like Biggie told me. Cancel everything around me, man. Canelo's the face of boxing. And let's stop with the crap. Until Tank Davis moves up division, cleans the division out, and becomes undisputed at 135 where he campaigns, which he's never going to do. Until he moves up in weight and fights a bigger guy, a champion with a belt, a real belt, and not just one division, multiple divisions, then you could be the face of boxing, man. So, yeah, you're the face of catch weights and rehydration clauses. I mean, that's you. Never done that in your career. Never, ever, ever done that in your career, and you did it for this fight, dude. What a weenie, dude. What a weenie. You got the knockout, which was expected. The casuals were they believe the hype, the Ryan Garcia hype. But nah, man. He was too skinny. He was drained, man. You could see it in his eyes. You could see it in his frame. He didn't have that pop. He didn't have the legs. He didn't have the air. I said the second half of the fight, he's going to get knocked out. What happened? Second half of the fight. And that's what happens when you're dehydrated. The second half of the fight is when you get tired, when you're weak, when you don't have power, when you could get knocked out, and everything happened. Just like I explained it on Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Check it out. But yeah, man, Tank Davis, the face of boxing, the face of PBC. But until he fights David Haney, the king of the division at 135, where Tank Davis campaigns, until he fights Shakur Stevens, he should get him now, man, because he's still green. He just moved up into the division, so get him now because in a year, you're not gonna. He will destroy you, man. I think he'll outbox you, but in a year from now, he will destroy you, man. Or man, even get the rematch with Pitbull Cruz, man. Pitbull Cruz, check out the Tank Davis versus Pitbull Cruz in the round 10. Put hands on him, man. A tank going backwards? I never seen a tank go backwards. Man, watch out, man. All these channels are garbage truck, man. They're garbage truck juice. They're garbage, man. They're liars, man. They're pushing a narrative, man. And you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, man. Enough with the crap. De La Hoya, PBC, and Showtime. Canelo's the king of boxing, the cash cow, the pound for pound, the numero uno. But that's all I got. Mike Angelino Sports in conjunction with Los Tres Chingones Boxing. I'm gone.